Imagine a scorching Texas highway, August heat blazing down, and a tiny bobcat, barely bigger than a kitten, standing defiant in the middle, crying out as cars swerve around it. It's chasing an officer, desperate, relentless, and what she discovers next will rip your heart wide open. Welcome to Little Bobcat Keeps Following, Officer for Help. When she realizes why, she bursts into tears. I'm your storyteller today, folks, and I've got a 30-minute journey ahead that's gonna grab you, shake you, and maybe leave you in tears. Why's this little creature fighting so hard? What's it hiding? Hit that like button right now if you're ready to dive in. And if you're new here, subscribe and smack that bell. This one's gonna hit you deep. Let's dive in. It's August 2025, West Texas, Highway 281, just a few miles from Guadalupe Mountains National Park. The sun's a brutal overlord up there, hammering the earth at 110 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to cook your boots if you stand still too long. The road cuts through a wild, unforgiving land. Golden sand dunes stretch to the horizon, jagged rocks poke up like ancient bones, and those mountains rise in the distance, their peaks glowing red as the sun starts its slow descent. Scrub brush and cactus cling to the edges, survivors in a place that doesn't forgive weakness. The air's thick with dust, carrying the faint scent of sage and the eerie whistle of wind through hidden canyons. Today, traffic's a mess, and not because of a flat tire or a fender bender. Drivers are honking, craning their necks, pointing at something small smack in the middle of the lane. That's where we meet Olivia Harper, Liv to the rare few who get past her walls. She's 38, a Texas state trooper with 15 years of grit baked into her soul. Picture her. Short brown hair stuffed under a Stetson, a face weathered by sun and sorrow, and hazel eyes that don't sparkle anymore. They just watch. Liv's been a ghost since 2019, when leukemia took her daughter Hope at 5 years old. That loss gutted her, left her hollow, chasing ghosts on these highways to outrun the silence. Today, she's in her cruiser, the AC wheezing, when her radio crackles. Unit 312, this is dispatch. Got multiple calls. Small animal blocking 281 at mile marker 72. Drivers are losing it. Can you check? Liv grips the wheel, voice flat, all business. Copy, dispatch. I'm 3 minutes out. She figures it's a stray dog or a stunned jackrabbit, nothing she hasn't seen a dozen times. But as she pulls up, lights flashing, she spots it. A bobcat kitten, trembling but unyielding, right in the lane. Its gray coat's dusted with black spots, its ears twitch like little radars. And those golden eyes, they're wide, wild, staring straight at her. Cars swerve, horns scream, but this kitten, let's call her Echo, holds her ground. Liv steps out, heat slamming her like a slap, and mutters, "What the hell are you doing?" Hold on, folks. Let's talk bobcats. These aren't your cuddly tabbies. The National Park Service says adult bobcats roam 20 to 30 miles of territory, solitary hunters that stalk rabbits and vanish from humans like shadows. A kitten this young, 3 months tops, should be holed up in a den with its mom, not facing down a highway. I've got a story. Back in 2020, my uncle in New Mexico found a bobcat cub stuck in his barn. Took him 2 hours to free it, and the second he did, it shot off. Didn't even look back. Echo's not running. She's charging at Liv's cruiser. Echo leaps onto the hood, claws scraping metal, mewing louder, like she's yelling, "Notice me!" Liv waves her arms. "Get lost! Shoo!" But Echo doesn't budge. She hops down, darts back, then jumps up again, scratching the windshield like it's personal. That's when Liv sees it. A tattered leather collar around Echo's neck, a scratched metal tag glinting in the sun. She grabs her binoculars, zooms in. The tag's worn, but she makes out Hope 19. Her breath stops cold. Hope, her daughter's name. 2019, the year she lost her. She hears Hope's voice. Mommy. Sweet and small, from years ago, and a wave of ice cuts through the heat. Her hands shake as she snaps a photo, heart pounding. Echo keeps pacing, glancing at the mountains, mewing like she's running out of time. "Who put you here?" Liv whispers, voice cracking. Is this a sign? A cruel joke? Her heart's pounding, memories of hope flooding back. Her giggles, her tiny hands, the hospital bed where she faded away. Let's get real, ladies. Ever had an animal look right into your soul? Your dogs barked at a storm before the clouds rolled in? Or your cats nestled close when you're breaking inside? A 2023 survey from the American Pet Association says 62% of pet owners swear their animals have saved them. Fires, falls, bad vibes. Echo's doing that now, and Liv's guts screaming. Her radio buzzes. It's Mark, her partner, all gruff and no patience. "Liv, what's the holdup? Don't tell me you're babysitting a bobcat." She snaps back. "It's got a collar, Mark." "Hope 19. This isn't some stray," Mark snorts. "Probably a tourist's pet. Leave it. Wildlife can deal." But Liv's not buying it. That name, Hope, it's a knife twisting in her chest. She lost her girl 6 years ago, spent endless nights replaying every moment, wondering if she missed a chance to save her. Now this bobcat's staring at her, and it's stirring something raw. Guilt, longing, maybe a flicker of hope. Here's a lesson. Sometimes the universe sends you a lifeline when you're drowning. I lost my dad in 2017, heart attack, and for months, a stray hawk kept landing on my roof, staring at me. Felt like him, watching. Liv's feeling that now. She keys the radio. "Dispatch, I'm keeping this bobcat for now. Sending a photo to Wildlife Division. Something's wrong here." Dispatch hesitates. "Your call, Harper. Stay safe." She opens the cruiser door and Echo hops in, curling up on the seat like she owns it. Liv grabs her gear, water, flashlight, radio, and stares at the mountains. The sun's sinking, casting golden streaks across the rocks, and the air hums with mystery. "All right, Echo," she says, starting the engine. "Show me." They roll toward Guadalupe Park, the road winding into a wilderness that feels alive, wind whispering through the peaks, a lone hawk circling above. She's rolling into the park now, Echo's muse her only guide. What's waiting in those mountains? This isn't just a call anymore. It's a pull, a thread tying Liv to something bigger. Stick around. This is just the start. All right, folks, we're diving back in. Right where we left off in West Texas, with Officer Liv Harper and that little bobcat, Echo, tearing into the wild heart of Guadalupe Mountains National Park. If you're just joining us, for little bobcat keeps following Officer for help. When she realizes why, she bursts into tears. Rewind. Because Act 1 set the stage, and now Act 2's about to crank the heat. This is the meat of our 40-minute story, and trust me, it's gonna twist your guts and keep you glued. Liv's following Echo, chasing a hunch tied to her lost daughter, Hope. And what's coming next? Let's find out. Liv's cruiser rumbles to a stop at the park's edge, dust swirling as the engine cuts. The sun's half gone, staining the mountains a deep, bloody orange, and the air's dropping fast. Maybe 85 degrees now, but sticky with the day's leftover heat. Echo's on the passenger seat, her spotted coat ruffled, golden eyes blazing with purpose. She's mewing sharp, insistent, paws tapping the dashboard like she's saying, "Move it!" Liv glances at her, voice low. "You're calling the shots, huh?" That tag, Hope 19, burns in her mind. A ghost from 2019 when leukemia stole her 5-year-old girl. Is this a fluke? A sign? Her hands tighten on the wheel, doubt gnawing, but Echo's staring and Liv's gut says go. 2 minutes in and Echo's muse turn frantic. She leaps to the window, claws scratching glass, staring at a trail winding into the scrub. Liv grabs her flashlight, steps out, boots crunching gravel, wind hissing through the rocks. "All right, little one, lead on." Echo darts ahead, then pauses, looking back, like a shepherd guiding a lost sheep. Liv follows, the trail sloping up, air thick with sage and dust. Folks, this is where it hits. Ever had an animal drag you somewhere? My sister's cat once pawed her to a leaking pipe, saved her basement from a flood. Animals know stuff we don't. Echo knows something now, and Liv's betting her badge on it. 4 minutes, and they're climbing. Cactus fading to junipers, shadows stretching long and creepy. Echo stops, sniffs the dirt, mews again, sharp, urgent. Liv sweeps her light, catches it. Boot prints, fresh, size 10 or 11, heading uphill. Her cop brain snaps on. "Someone's out here," she mutters, keying her radio. "Dispatch, this is Harper. Found tracks off 281, mile 72. Investigating with the Bobcat. Stand by." Static spits back. "Signal's weak up here. She's on her own. Just her and Echo, and the game's shifting. Ladies, ever chased a clue into the unknown? That's Liv. Pulse racing, but she's in. 6 minutes, and the terrain bites back. Loose rocks slip underfoot, air sharp with pine and cold. Echo's pace doubles, leading to a clearing littered with signs of trouble, a torn backpack strap, a crushed water bottle, and, damn it, dried blood splattered on a bush. Liv's hand hovers near her holster. "What went down here?" Echo mews, bolts to the edge, peering down a steep drop. Liv edges closer, shines her light. Nothing but darkness below, a void swallowing hope. A shiver runs through her, not just the chill. This is a crime scene, a survival story, something desperate. Here's a number. The National Park Service logs 600 missing persons cases yearly in U.S. parks. Some vanish forever. Liv's staring at one now, and Echo's pushing her deeper. 8 minutes and the stakes jump. Echo scrambles down the slope. Liv curses, follows, sliding on dirt, grabbing roots to break her fall. She lands in a narrow ravine, rocks slick with moss, a thin stream gurgling through. Echo circles a spot, mewing loud, almost a wail. Liv's light hits it, a man's boot poking from under a fallen log, huge, splintered, pinning him. She rushes over. A guy, mid-40s, rugged, out cold, blood crusted on his temple. "Hey, you alive?" No answer. She checks his pulse, faint, thready. Echo presses against him, mewing soft, like she's home. Liv's heart's hammering. This is who Echo wanted her to find. 10 minutes, and Liv's digging in. She lifts his arm, sleeves ripped, showing a tattoo. Hope 19. Her breath stops, same as Echo's tag, same as her daughter's memory. "Who the hell are you?" she whispers, hands shaking. She grabs her radio, prays for bars. "Dispatch, Harper here. Found a male. Injured, ravine off 281, mile 72. Need medevac, urgent." Static, then a crackle. "Copy, ETA 40 minutes. Hold on." 40 minutes? He's fading fast. Legs crushed, compound fracture, blood pooling. Liv rips open her first aid kit, wraps his head. But that log's a killer. Echo's watching, eyes locked, like she's begging Liv to fix this. 12 minutes, and here's the twist that'll gut you. Liv digs in his pocket, finds a wallet, ID, Daniel Pierce, 45, wildlife biologist, Austin. A photo falls out. Daniel with a blonde girl, 4 years old, beaming. Liv's world tilts. It's Hope, her Hope, a year before the sickness took her. "No," she chokes, staring. Memories flood. Hope's laugh, her tiny hands, the hospital's white walls. "Daniel?" She shakes him. He groans, eyes fluttering. "Echo. Help," he rasps. Liv's mind reels. This man knew her daughter, tied to Echo, tied to her. Folks, ever had your past crash into you? I lost my grandma in 2020, stroke, and found her old recipe book a month later, cried like a kid. Liv's crying inside now, but she's got work to do. 14 minutes, and Daniel's fading voice spills it. Echo, her mom, saved her. 5 years back, Liv presses. Hope, my Hope, what about her? His eyes focus, weak, pained. Your girl, car wreck. I pulled her out. Liv's head spins, 2018, a crash she'd buried, Hope scraped but alive, stranger who vanished after help. That was you? She gasps. He nods, barely. Kept her tag. For Echo. Liv's chest caves. Echo's collar. Hope 19. A tribute to her daughter. Tears burn, but she swallows them. Daniel's dying, and she's his lifeline now. 16 minutes in, and nature's throwing punches. A low rumble shakes the ravine. Rocks tumble, small but close. Dust choking the air like a gritty fog. Liv throws herself over Daniel, shielding him as pebbles ping off her back. Echo hisses, ears flat, glaring at the chaos. The log shifts, digging deeper into Daniel's leg. He groans, a wet, pained sound, blood seeping faster through Liv's makeshift bandage. "Stay with me," she yells, shoving at the log, too damn heavy like it's mocking her. Her radio crackles. Clara Evans, wildlife expert, patched through from dispatch. "Liv, got your photo. Hope 19 isn't our tag. Where are you?" Liv barks coordinates, voice tight. "Ravine off 281, mile 72, man down, critical, get here fast." Clara's firm. "I'm 20 minutes out." "Hang on." 18 minutes, and Liv's desperation spikes. 20 minutes. Daniel's skin's gray, pulse fluttering. She's losing him. She wedges a flat rock under the log, grunts, lifts an inch. He gasps. Alive, barely. "Come on, Daniel, fight!" Echo presses closer, mewing soft, like a cheerleader with claws. Here's a lesson, folks. Sometimes you're all someone's got, even when you're breaking. Liv knows that. 6 years ago, she held hope through chemo, sang lullabies when the machines beeped too loud, prayed for miracles that didn't come. She's praying now, fighting for Daniel like she couldn't for her girl. Ladies, ever pushed past your limit? I did. 2022, stayed up 48 hours helping a buddy through rehab withdrawal. Exhausting, but he made it. Liv's exhausted, but she's not quitting. 20 minutes, and danger prowls in. A low growl echoes, a mountain lion, eyes glinting yellow from the ravine's rim. Echo bristles, hissing, tiny fangs bared. She's 3 months old, but she's ready to fight. Liv grabs her flashlight, swings it, light flares, the cat recoils, but it's pacing, hungry. "Back off!" she shouts, voice raw, adrenaline surging. Daniel mumbles, "Echo, trained her. Roads mean help." Liv's jaw drops. Trained? This Bobcat's no accident. She's a lifeline. A 2024 study from Animal Cognition says animals can learn crazy cues. Dogs sniff out cancer. Cats sense seizures. Daniel taught Echo to find humans, and she found Liv. That's awe and terror crashing together. Lions close, helps far. 22 minutes, and the past bites harder. Liv's staring at Daniel, this man who pulled hope from a wreck in 2018, saved her once, only for cancer to win later. "Why didn't you stay?" she whispers, voice cracking. He coughs, voice weak, fading. "Didn't know. She was yours. Tell her. I tried." Liv's mind reels. 5 years ago, he saved a Bobcat, Echo's mother, named her Hope after that crash. The collar's a bridge between them, a thread of fate. Tears sting. She's mad, grateful, breaking. Ever had a stranger change your life? My neighbor in 2019 shoveled my drive during a blizzard. Never met him, but it kept me going. Daniel's that stranger for Liv, and she's losing him. 24 minutes, and nature doubles down. A sharp wind howls through, cold now, maybe 60 degrees. Sweat freezes on Liv's skin. The lion growls again, closer, claws scraping rock above. Liv pulls her service pistol, aims high, fires a warning shot. Crack echoes, the cat bolts, but it's not gone. Daniel's eyes flutter shut. She slaps his cheek. "No, no, stay awake." He's fading. Too much blood, too little time. She keys the radio. "Clara, where are you? He's crashing." Static then. 15 minutes, Liv. Hold him. 15 minutes feels like forever. She's screaming inside, helpless again, like with hope. 26 minutes, and here's a gut punch. Liv finds a notebook in Daniel's pack. Scribbled entries. Saved Bobcat 2020 and named her Hope. Cub born 2025, trained her. If I'm gone, she'll find help. Liv chokes. Echoes his legacy, a living echo of his kindness. She's sobbing now, quiet, fierce, shoving that log again. Lifts 2 inches. Daniel groans, leg free but badly hurt. "You're not dying on me," she growls, wrapping his wound tighter. Echo nuzzles him, mewing like she's pleading too. "Folks, ever fought for someone's last breath? I held my dog's paw in 2023 when cancer took him. Tore me apart, but I was there. Lives there now, tearing apart for Daniel. 28 minutes and the climax looms. The lion's back, snarling, 10 feet up, muscles coiled. Liv stands, pistol ready, flashlight in her other hand, light and steel against claws and teeth. "Come on!" she yells, voice breaking. Echo hisses beside her, tiny but fearless. The cat lunges. Liv fires, misses, but the noise drives it back, retreating into shadow. Her hands shake. She's drained, terrified, but alive. Daniel's not. His pulse is a whisper now. Clara's voice cuts through. 5 minutes, Liv. I see your light." 5 minutes, close, but is it enough? Daniel's slipping, the lion's lurking, and Liv's breaking. Can she save him or lose it all again? Act 3's next, and it's gonna wreck you. Hold on tight. We're at the end of the line, deep in a ravine in Guadalupe Mountains National Park, where Officer Liv Harper's fighting tooth and nail to save Daniel Pierce, a man bleeding out under a log, tied to her lost daughter, Hope. Echo, that tiny bobcat, is by her side, hissing at a mountain lion lurking above. This is Act 3 of Little Bobcat Keeps Following Officer for Help. When she realizes why, she bursts into tears. The final stretch of our 40-minute tale, and it's gonna hit you hard. Let's finish this. Liv's standing, pistol in one hand, flashlight in the other, chest heaving as the lion's growl fades into the dark. It's gone, for now, but the air's thick with threat. Cold bites at her skin, down to 55 degrees in this ravine. Daniel's sprawled beneath her, his leg badly broken, pulse so faint she can barely feel it. Echoes pressed against him, mewing soft, urgent, like she's begging him to stay. Liv drops to her knees, tears stinging as she checks his wound, blood soaking through her bandage, too fast, too much. "Come on, Daniel, don't you dare quit!" she growls, voice cracking. Clara's 5 minutes out, but 5 minutes feels like a lifetime. 2 minutes in, and Liv's desperation peaks. She grabs her radio, voice raw. "Clara, he's crashing. Where are you?" Static, then. 3 minutes, Liv. I see your light. Medevac's 10 behind me." 3 minutes. Hope flickers, but Daniel's eyes are glazing, breath shallow. Liv rips off her jacket, wraps his leg tighter, hands slick with blood. "You saved Hope once. You're not dying on me." Echo mews louder, nuzzling his hand. He twitches, a faint groan. Liv's mind flashes. Hope in that wreck, 2018. Daniel pulling her from twisted metal, a stranger who gave her 1 more year. She owed him then, owes him now. Ever repaid a debt too late? I helped a buddy fix his roof in 2020, after he'd moved away. Felt hollow. Liv's hollow now. Fighting time. 4 minutes, and the truth cuts deeper. Daniel's notebook lies open, scribbles about Echo's mom, Hope, saved in 2020 from a hunter's trap, and Echo, born this year, trained to find help. His voice rasps, barely audible. "She found you, for me." Liv chokes. "Why me?" His eyes meet hers, fading. "Hope, your hope. I saw her, in you." A sob rips from her. He knew her pain, carried it in Echo's collar, a tribute to her girl. She's shaking, tears spilling, 6 years of guilt crashing down. Hope's gone, and now Daniel's slipping, a second loss she can't stop. Ladies, ever lost someone twice? I lost my cousin in 2018. Grief hit again when his dog passed. Liv's hit now. 6 minutes, and nature seals it. A sharp crack echoes. The lion's back leaping from the rim, claws glinting. Liv fires. Crack. Misses. But the noise drives it off again. Too late. Daniel gasps, a wet final sound, eyes wide, then still. No, no, no! Liv screams, pounding his chest. Nothing. Echo wails, a piercing cry curling against him. Liv's hands drop, bloody, trembling. She's failed again. Clara's Jeep screeches up, lights blazing. She rushes down, medics behind, but one look says it. Daniel's gone. Liv collapses, sobbing. I couldn't. Clara kneels, soft. You tried, Liv. You found him. But trying's not enough. Hope, now Daniel, lost to her hands. 8 minutes and the aftermath sinks in. Medics cover Daniel, load him up. Clara takes Echo, who's quiet now, eyes dull. Liv stares at the ravine, blood on her fingers. Hope 19 echoes in her skull. She bursts into tears, raw, ugly sobs. I failed them both, she gasps, Hope's ghost and Daniel's body crashing together. Ever felt fate mock you? In 2021, I missed a call from my sister. Her car broke down, she walked home safe, but I still feel that guilt. Liv's drowning in it. 6 years of what-ifs for Hope, now this. Clara hugs her, but it's cold comfort. 10 minutes, and the resolution unfolds. Back at the station, Liv's numb. Clara's report confirms it. Daniel Pierce, biologist, missing 3 days after a flash flood trapped him. Echoes his legacy, trained to find roads, find help, a miracle bobcat who defied her wild blood. Liv takes Echo to a sanctuary. Can't keep her, but can't let her go. She names the program Hope's Guardians, training animals to aid rangers, honoring Daniel and her girl. Echo's first, small, fierce, a living bridge. Liv starts healing, slow, talks to kids about animals, shares Daniel's story, finds purpose in the pain. But it's a sad ending. Daniel's gone, and Liv's left with scars. Now, folks, let's wrap this, because this conclusion's gonna stick with you. Liv's tears weren't just for Daniel. They were for Hope, for herself, for every moment she couldn't save. Echo led her here, a tiny hero who crossed wilderness and fate to connect them. Here's a stat. The ASPCA says 6.3 million animals enter U.S. shelters yearly. Some save us back like Echo. I've seen it. My neighbor's rescue dog woke her during a fire last year. She names the program Hope's Guardians, training animals to aid rangers, honoring Daniel and her girl. Echo's first, small, fierce, a living bridge. Liv starts healing, slow, talks to kids about animals, shares Daniel's story, finds purpose in the pain. But it's a sad ending. Daniel's gone and Liv's left with scars. Now, folks, let's wrap this, because this conclusion's gonna stick with you. Liv's tears weren't just for Daniel. They were for Hope, for herself, for every moment she couldn't save. Echo led her here, a tiny hero who crossed wilderness and fate to connect them. Here's a stat. The ASPCA says 6.3 million animals enter U.S. shelters yearly. Some save us back, like Echo. I've seen it. My neighbor's rescue dog woke her during a fire last year. Liv's got Echo's collar now, a relic of Hope and Daniel, a bittersweet thread. Here's a twist to end it. Months later, Liv's at the sanctuary, watching Echo train, small, fierce, leading rangers like she led her. A kid asks, why's she special? Liv smiles, tears welling. She's my daughter's Echo, and his. She points to Daniel's photo on the wall, then the sky, because maybe, just maybe, Hope and Daniel are watching, tied by a bobcat who wouldn't quit. It's not happy, folks. It's real. Liv's healing, but she'll never be whole. Loss carves us, but love fills the cracks. So, ladies, what's your Echo? That pet who saved you, that stranger who changed you? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone. Your stories fuel me. Hit like if this broke you. Subscribe if you're staying, because this tale's done, but its heart's still beating. Liv's out there, Echo's running, and Daniel's resting, tied forever by a little bobcat who wouldn't give up. That's life. Messy, beautiful, worth it.